Hello, welcome to Family We've Got Your Back. I'm Michelle Christensen.
I'm Trent Christensen.
And
the co-host.
The co-host. Wow. We're hosts.
You're the host. I'm
the assistant manager.
I'm basically, you're Johnny Carson and I'm Ed McMahon.
Okay. So, finally, episode 2.
Yeah.
Part 2 of 3 of Objectifying. Okay. So, this one blew my mind when I read this section of the book.
It did. She talked about it for a bit.
I did. It changed the way I eat. It changed the way I exercise. It changed the way I look at myself. Changed the way I view others. So it was a big deal. It's from More Than a Body. Your Body is an Instrument, Not an Ornament, by Lindsay and Lexi Kite. And they both have their PhDs on this subject. I can't make it go.
I got it.
Apparently, okay. So, I don't think you can read that. It looks fuzzy to me. Anyway, so the definition, we're defining health, right? And how do you determine your health? How do you know if you're healthy? How do you know if you're fit and healthy, right? It is not how you look. It is not your BMI. It is not your weight. It is not whether you have cellulite. Because let me tell you, 80% of women have it, whether they're fit, according to traditional, toned, whether they're toned or not. 80% of women have it, and cellulite comes from the way your fat aligns in your body. And women's aligns differently than men, and that's why more women than men have cellulite. It's just a fact, and it does not mean you're fat, okay? It does not mean you're not healthy. I mean, think about Princess Diana, who was a bulimic because she had cellulite, and she couldn't get rid of it. And paparazzi would take telephoto lens shots of the back of her thighs as she's getting out of the car to go to the gym. She spent her life in the gym, and she spent her life being a bulimic because she could not be fit enough for people. And it destroyed her. So, think about that every time you think, oh, I wish I wasn't so fat, because you're basing your health on your looks, okay? So, when you determine your health, it is based on medical tests. What are they, Trent?
We got blood sugar, heart rate, blood pressure, blood lipids, cholesterol, and respiratory fitness.
Yeah. It's like, can you go upstairs and still breathe? Can you go on a hike with your family and breathe?
Yeah. Or
do you have to be the one plodding along at the back because your heart rate is through the roof and,
right.
So it's based on how you feel and medical tests. It has nothing to do with shape or size. Absolutely nothing. Okay, the next one, the quotes. Wow, you cannot.
It might be better than you think.
I hope it's better, because you cannot read this at all. Really... Maybe it's just my old lady eyes need glasses. Oh. Anyway, so when you judge and evaluate yourself by how you appear, you are objectifying yourself. Again, you're splitting personality, and you're viewing yourself as something other than a whole and complete human being based on your value as a human, based on how you look, right? That's not okay. Similarly, when you judge and evaluate your health and fitness by how you appear, you are objectifying your health and fitness. You are doing yourself a huge disservice. So you can objectify yourself on your beauty, and you can objectify yourself on your health. And we're here to say, let's change that. Yeah. All of us working together, we can change public opinion. right? We can
Yeah,
change.
it's true.
That that large person over there is unhealthy and they must be lazy because their body is large. No, that's not true.
Not necessarily true.
Not necessarily true. But wouldn't you feel better about yourself thinking not judging people that way? I think I would. Anyway. So, Trent, you want to read that one?
We're on the second quote on that one right now. So just like we need to redefine beauty in ways that are better for our health, we need to redefine health in ways that have nothing to do with beauty.
Right?
And
We've kind of talked a lot about that. So yeah, the way you look has nothing to do
with whether you can appear on Cosmopolitan magazine.
No, has nothing to do with your heart rate and your blood pressure and your cholesterol level and your diabetes score or whatever. Are you pre-diabetic? It doesn't have anything to do with that. So we have a lot of quotes today from the book. No matter your size or shape, your BMI and weight do not define your worth, and they do not define your health either. So, do you know what BMI, body mass index, was created for?
No. Did you want me to guess?
No. Okay, I was just asking if you knew. Okay, it was the doctor that created it was doing demographic studies, like saying this percentage of the population is this height and weight. Mm-hmm. Right. And whatever the calculation is, right? It doesn't have anything to do with blood tests. It's purely based on how tall you are. It has nothing to do with bone density. Has nothing to do with
so he was just categorizing the population.
Yeah.
Not utilizing it
He did
medical.
not. No, it's not, nor has it ever been intended to be a medical instrument. It was just a demographic categorization tool. So when I was in 6th grade and my gym teacher took out the calipers and pinched my side and the back of my arm and like the back of my calf, and they weighed me and they measured my height and they sent home a note telling my parents that I was fat and telling me that I was fat. I'm 11 years old. Okay, guess what? When girls go through puberty, and typically boys typically like lose their fat. But when girls hit puberty, they gain weight. And that is what's supposed to happen. I exercised daily. I didn't eat garbage. I was a healthy, happy kid. Mm-hmm. And then suddenly I was a fat kid.
Yeah.
I had no idea I was fat until that moment. And I wasn't. I was just going through puberty. And by high school, my body I'd grown a little bit. I weighed more than that, but I was trim and fit and healthy because I had gone through most of puberty, right? Like a size 6 is not chubby. And yet my BMI told me I was fat. Yeah. Still in 9th grade, I was fat according to my BMI, even though I was a size 6. I'm sorry, but
yeah.
So BMI, do not ever use that to determine your health.
And you were an active kid.
I was.
Yeah. So there wasn't. I mean, there were things that you weren't limited in what you could accomplish in any given day.
No, I was very healthy.
It's just. So yeah.
Just because I fell down a lot because I'm uncoordinated doesn't mean I wasn't healthy. Just because I couldn't play basketball because I was short and clumsy doesn't mean I wasn't healthy. Okay, I had very muscular thighs. Doesn't mean I was fat. Right. So it doesn't take into consideration muscle density either. So I have a lot of muscle that's now padded, but back then I had a ton of muscle, and that's why I was considered overweight.
Yeah.
Because my BMI told me I was. I'm sorry, no. If I had known that, it would have changed a lot about my teenage and my whole life, up, since 6th grade. Because before then it didn't matter. You just lived a healthy lifestyle, and your body was a result of that.
Right.
Anyway, it kind of destroyed me.
Yeah.
To have your gym teacher tell you you're fat. It was...
Well, and when I was... Well, I guess that's...
And I
different.
wasn't!
Yeah, I was...
Anyway.
That's a... When... Did some of that impact... the diet that you were going on when we were dating? That was...
No, that was
different.
allergies.
Yeah,
the diet allergies I was on when we were dating was because I had allergies to... certain things, and we were cutting those out of my diet and then trying different things too, so that I wouldn't be allergic anymore.
Right.
And I'm not. Yeah. So anyway.
But yeah, when I was dating her, she was very
strict.
Very strict.
I ate one dessert a week.
Yeah.
And usually at his house, because there was always somebody with a birthday.
There was always something.
And so we had birthday cake and ice cream, and so I saved my sugar for
events.
One event a week, and if there was more than one event a week, I had to choose which event I was going to eat the snack at.
Right.
So anyway, I didn't eat yeast, nothing with yeast. I didn't eat corn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it was very strict, and I lost 2 pounds. That's it, 2 pounds. Yeah. I was healthy. I was not chubby. Okay, so anyway. We need to embrace a new paradigm, one that does not stigmatize people for their size, but rather encourage everyone to engage in healthier behaviors for their own intrinsic value. Fit and healthy bodies come in all shapes and sizes, and we need to acknowledge that the roads to a fitter and healthier body are wide enough for everyone. And that was Glenn A. Gosser, I guess his name is, and he's a PhD. So, again, nothing to do with how you look. Okay, so you want to read that one?
Yes.
This is the
one that I like a lot.
Can we put in there this quote or something about this? And I said, I'm just not to that quote yet.
Got that quote. So, yeah, are you fit, right? Our bodies are instruments for our own personal use, experience, and benefit, not ornaments to be admired. Don't decide...
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
There you go.
Don't decide what you want to weigh or how you want to look. Decide how you want to feel, what you want to do, and what you want to experience along the way.
There you go.
Are you going to click it again?
No, I want to talk about that. So, yeah, if you can't go hiking with your family, maybe you want to think about getting exercising more so that you can go hiking. And I'm not talking about 12-hour hikes. I'm talking about an hour.
Unless you want to do a 12-hour.
Unless you want to do it. Right. And we're not saying you can't be healthier.
No, yeah.
We're saying your fitness is determined by something other than your looks.
Well, and one of the things that our family values quite a bit is we like to be of service to people in our neighborhood and in our community.
Yes.
And one major thing that we don't really like to do it, but we like to be helpful, is when people move.
If you can't help somebody move because you are not healthy,
then that's an opportunity lost.
It is.
You know? And so we value being helpful, and so there was a cleanup by the park that we did 2 Saturdays ago.
I was going to go, but I didn't sleep the night before, so I took advantage of the quiet house and slept.
Yeah.
But I was going to go.
But me and the kids, we were all there. We were helping out, and they appreciated our service.
And they refurbished a park. It was some of the kids painted a fence. Play quote, by the way, 10 points if you comment and can name that play.
And we were digging around trees and clearing out grass that's
putting
unwanted
new ground cover there, bark.
And we were able to do that for a couple hours, and the kids weren't complaining at all.
And they were physically able to do it.
And so if you're in a situation where you can't be helpful to people around you and you want to be helpful, then you better maintain a kind of health that will allow that to happen.
Yeah. So exercise a little more, eat differently,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So this next one, is my goal asking me to measure my fatness or my fitness? Do the calipers say that I'm chubby, right? If you are measuring your fitness, your goal will be invisible. Like, it won't be based on caliper measurements or how loose your pants are. It will be based on what you want to feel. Like, can you breathe while you're hiking or going upstairs? What you want to do and experience, or what you want your lab test results to reveal, right? Like, I want a healthy cholesterol. I want a healthy blood pressure. My blood pressure's great. I want my blood sugar levels to be healthier. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm eating the way I'm eating right now on a restrictive diet, so that I can get my numbers better, right? Mm-hmm. And when my numbers are better, then I will maintain instead of reduce.
Because we want her around for,
Yeah, I don't want diabetes.
Yeah.
I see people waste away because of it, and I don't want that for my latter years. So, anyway, let's see. There's a quote that's not on the thing, but I want to talk about it. Hang on. Sorry.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Funny. I can't find it. It's about weight loss. All the weight loss information out there, right? It's like, if you do this, if intermittent fasting or paleo or gluten-free or Atkins or pescatarian or Mediterranean diet.
Ooh, Mediterranean.
Or whatever
else, yeah.
Walking for 7 minutes a day, or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. All those fads out there. There's been studies about weight loss. And there's studies that compare the studies. And there's one specific one that took 17,000 people of all shapes and sizes, races, and genders. Both genders, right? Or both sexes. And then they took those medical test measurements. And guess what they found? It didn't matter if you were fat or thin or whatever. It mattered about 4 things. Okay? And also those restrictive diets that I was talking about, if you're doing them to lose weight, as you age, you are going to gain weight, period. That's how life is. Sorry, I'm today, because this means so much to me, because my whole life I've been affected by this. So I don't mean to be so intense and angry about this, but I kind of am a little bit angry that this is what I've been told my whole life. But the diets that say you cannot have this, that restrict calories, restrict what you can eat, like no bread, like saying, oh, if you've reached menopause, you can't have bread because you'll just get fat. Well, guess what? You're going to get fat anyway, whether you eat bread or not. Right? So you're on your restrictive diet and you lose the weight. Well, they did a study that showed that people who were just, weren't on a diet, and the people who were on restrictive diets, everybody gained the weight back and gained 4 more pounds, I believe it was. I can't remember exactly, but it was 2, 4, something like that. They gained the weight back within 2 pounds, right? Either 2 pounds less or 2 pounds over, or within that range. The people that weren't on a diet gained less weight.
Huh. Because they just maintained.
Yes. Well, no, they gained weight still.
Yeah.
Everybody gained weight in both studies. Everybody. Even the people that lost it, they yo-yoed back. And the people that, as they aged, they gained weight too. But it was less. Okay? It was less weight. So, with that, here's our next slide. You want to read that one? Okay, so the first quote is about not basing your health on what you look like.
Yeah. To put this new instrumental perspective into practice, you need
Your body is an instrument, not an ornament. Perspective.
Yes. You need to do two things. Number one, let go of your objectified ideas of health and fitness. And two, learn to define health and fitness in ways that are achievable and sustainable in your own life. Fortunately, the first one increases the likelihood of the second pretty dramatically.
Right? So if you're based on how you want your body to function, what your blood tests show, then you're more likely to be healthy rather than if you base it on what you look like. And so this study that took 17,000 people of all shapes and sizes and genders, or I keep saying gender, but I mean sex, and they found what they were studying is health, right? And so they discovered that the people that were healthy and lived longer did 4 things. The first one is they
avoided smoking.
They did not smoke.
Didn't smoke.
Don't
Which
smoke.
is always the first health insurance question that it gets asked.
Are you a smoker?
Are you a smoker?
And then what's the second health insurance question?
Alcohol. Yeah.
Yep. Do you drink? So the people that were healthy didn't smoke, and they limited their alcohol consumption. Mm-hmm. For us, okay, we've got those two in the bag. We don't drink and we don't smoke. Check.
Yep.
Okay, so then why is he genetics? Okay.
Yeah.
So, because we eat the same stuff.
We do.
Okay. I make it and he eats it too. Anyway.
I eat more than her.
Yeah, he does eat more than me. It's frustrating. Okay, so, and then these are the next behaviors. They ate 5 fruits and vegetables a day. 5 servings of healthy plants a day. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's something I need to fix. And then the last thing they did was moderate, not like Olympic level exercise, but moderate exercise, going for a brisk walk, jogging, lifting weights, things like that.
And
12 times per
monthly.
month. 12 times. That's it. The people that were healthy had moderate exercise. They exercised moderately at least 12 times a month. If you want to exercise more than that, like every day or,
and that exercise
26
can come in
times
a lot
a day.
of different ways too. Like if you just, you don't have to be having a dedicated workout. If you tomorrow,
your heart rate is
tomorrow I'm
raised.
going to be rototilling some stuff and shoveling.
That's hard work. That takes muscle
exercise. And
effort. Yeah, that takes a lot of muscle and effort.
Yeah, yesterday I played basketball for a couple hours. So, there's activities that you can engage in that are just part of life. And if you're avoiding them because you're not healthy enough, well, that's an indicator that you should probably be doing more of it.
Right. Because the goal is to be healthy, not how you look. And there was another quote in the book that said, if you try and try again and you fail, you're not likely to try again. You're more likely to give up. And that's what happened to me, was when I did 3-4 months of 900 calories a day, exercising 3 to 4 hours a day, 6 days a week, I lost 13 pounds.
Yeah.
And the goal was to fit in the costume for the play.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I didn't. I was like, all this effort and I fail? I'm like,
sweetie.
It's like, I still cry about it because they gave that costume to somebody who didn't look good on. It was the wrong color for her. But it looked fabulous on me. The color was fabulous. Perfect color for me. And so I had to make my fat lady costume. It was heartbreaking for me that I didn't reach my goal.
You're right.
I didn't. It was
and this is the damage
torture.
that is,
That effort was torture. And so I'm like, if I can't even succeed doing this, I gave up. So anyway.
And that's because of this objectifying culture.
Yes, it was because I didn't
this.
fit into the dress. I wasn't skinny enough. So anyway, the costume they rented for me, I wasn't skinny enough to fit into it. Oh, sorry. So, like, I am sure that a lot of women who struggle with this, if this is a very emotional podcast, and I get that it's really long, but if more of us had a better, a healthier, less objectifying mindset about what health is, then there would be a whole lot less effort and money spent on trying to achieve something that is impossible to achieve. I'm not saying that you can't reach your weight goal. I'm saying you will gain weight after you've reached your goal. I'm saying nobody is going to be able to be perfect physically. Every woman I know has something they hate about their bodies. Even the skinny, perfect looking ones hate something about their body. And that is sad. So your body is good. Your body is a tool. It's an instrument. It is not to be just decorative. We're not saying it can't be decorative, but we're saying your value does not lie in whether you're skinny and your jeans zip up. Okay? Your value as a human being is intrinsic and it will not change no matter what you look like. Okay, so your goal for this week is, or your assignment. Go ahead.
Yeah. Change the way you evaluate your health. How you feel.
Or what you can do.
Instead of how you look. And implement. There.
And then you have 2 assignments this week.
And then implement the 4 actions that determine health.
The no smoking. We say no alcohol, but limit your alcohol. Eat 5 fruits and vegetables a day and exercise at least 12 times a month. I have started walking the dog with Trent in the evenings, and I even did it by myself today, and I picked up the poop. Oh, so gross. The reason I make Trent walk with me is because he's the one that picks up the poop. Oh, I hate poop. Anyway, best day of my life when all my kids were potty trained. Just telling you.
Sadie
so
will never be potty
Sadie,
trained.
maybe we'll always have to pick up poop. But anyway, I typically don't walk her alone because I just, gross. Like, just gross. Anyway, but I did today. And, yeah, anyway. So, I've been walking the dog. We go fast. And because she wants to just run. And we go for, at least 20 minutes, sometimes half hour.
Yeah.
You know? Doesn't matter if I achieve my results or not, that my doctor has said, well, you need to lose this many pounds. Tough. As long as my numbers, my blood tests come back good, then I'm good.
Right.
So anyway, implement those changes in your life and join the movement of
non-objectifying.
Don't objectify yourself. And more of us that can get on that bandwagon, better it will
The
be
happier
for everyone.
everybody will be so much happier when they can just walk down the street and be
And not
healthy
care how they look. Not be focused on how they look, but what they are doing instead of, is somebody judging me for this aspect of myself?
Yeah.
Right?
And you might think it's a losing battle, but once again, even if it's a losing battle for people that you're with, you can still find peace.
Yeah.
And so it needs to be an internal thing for you.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And next week, hopefully, we'll be able to go to part 3 and talk about another aspect of objectifying that is a big deal to me. And so I'll probably cry again. So anyway, really long. This is probably our longest podcast.
Yeah,
anyway,
so.
You guys have a great week and good luck with your health goals that are based on fitness and not fatness. Okay, bye.
Have a good week. Bye.